You know, there are a lot of good women who will allow their kids to see their father, even if they've broken up with the father. They don't hold the kids back at all. But I'm gonna tell you on the flip side, there are some women who are foul, who are real foul, and keep the kids from the fathers. And I dealt with that with my first sons, with my son's mother. Right, we broke up. Right, and this was like 20 plus years ago. Well, my son is 25 now, so it's probably about 22 years ago. And I've seen it happen over and over since it happened to me. Right, we didn't work out, and and for a minute we were friends after that. But when she realized that I didn't want to get back with her, and I had moved on to Ohio, she went on and kept my son for me. Right, she kept my son, and I was very upset. I was in a whole different relationship, and I couldn't see my son for a year, solely based on the fact, not that I wasn't a good father, but it was based on the fact that she was freaking mad at me. And so she didn't give a doggone if I saw my son. And you got so many women that do this mess right now, and I hear about it. I hear about it in real life. I hear about it in my direct messages, that they get mad at the father and they keep the kid from the father. But let me just say this to the women that do that. And I know a lot of y'all been hurt by a lot of these guys, but these boys and these girls need their daddy. Just because you and that person didn't get along doesn't mean that them and their child won't get along. I didn't get along with my son's mother, but I've been a great father to my son all through. I had to, and here's the thing, there is no excuse for a man. If a woman is keeping your child from you, let me tell you from experience. I'm in court right now fighting for my two girls, but I was in court before fighting for my son. After she kept my son from me for a year, you know what I didn't do? I didn't sit back and just let it happen. The first thing I did is I started filing petitions in court to see my son. And when I went to court, first it wasn't looking good for me because she started bringing up my past. Oh, he been to prison, he was on drugs, blah blah blah. And the judge turned around and was like, "Ma'am, this he's gonna see his son." It all flipped around on her, actually my son. For her it was all about anger. And once the judge flipped on her, my son ended up living with me for the next 12 years. She didn't even want him living with her. But what I'm saying is, you got women that keep kids from their fathers because they're simply mad because the relationship didn't work out. I can see if it's a dude who ain't good, who's not a good role model around your son or your daughter. He's doing some foul stuff, and the child might be in danger. But simply because you're mad at him, that is one of the most foul things you can do, is keep a child from their father because you're mad at him.